fix this. Okay everyone, hold the fucking phone, stop watching your anime, pause that level of whatever event or server of Grand Order you're on, stop whatever you're doing. Unless you're reading Tsukihime, in which case, carry on. The problem of Passionlip cyberbullying from none other than all of you has officially been brought to the attention of the Manpig, and I am appalled, disappointed, and most of all, angry at the fact that the Type Moon community has stooped so low to join in the bullying of this poor Passionlippy. So, clearly, I am here to create, conduct, and spread an anti-bullying Passionlip PSA for y'all. Cause seriously guys, what the heck? Look, I don't know if you remember, but Passionlip has a skill called Masochistic Constitution, which makes you impulsively want to pick on her. So you know what that means? It's not you! It's a skill, so resist it. It's not hard. Literally, both sides of me can do it. So just stop it. Get some help. Okay. Let me just calm down a bit. Okay, it might be a bit tempting to do the poor girl dirty, but let me just bring one thing up. Must I remind you of what this poor girl went through in the past? Passionlip is not and will never be able to become a human being. She was never created as one by BB. She was an offshoot, made from excess emotions. So as a result, when she was born, she wasn't able to understand human emotions properly. She was never able to feel the same way as a human and have a proper sense of morality. Because of course she wouldn't. She was an alter ego, and that led to many dark things that she did. Yes, she did misunderstand the emotion of love for something possessive and too personal. She was too obsessive, seeing love as something too romanticized. Yes, she did go too far because of that obsession, and basically went crazy from her own selfish desire of that unreasonable love. A love that nobody could ever return. But you must also remember that yes, she did experience the consequences from her actions in the end. I don't know what kind of view you may have on those times, but here's mine. It was inevitable. I'm not saying that she was not at fault, nor am I saying that she was either. One thing you must understand about the Nasuverse is that inside it, life sucks. Even with the most distasteful and shitty acts, nobody's really at complete fault when you think about it from a logical perspective. You'll often find that every problem is the result of a bunch of unfortunate circumstances. Life just really sucks, and if you've spent any time in the Nasuverse, like me, you'll know that very well. LIPPY is no exception to that rule. Yes, she did all those actions, but it wasn't entirely her fault either. She didn't know better. How could she? Even though her actions were indeed unforgivable, I understand and feel for her. It wasn't all her fault. And despite that, do you know what she said?
そんな顔をさせてごめんなさい。ひどい言葉を言わせてしまってごめんなさい。私のために命をかけてくれてごめんなさい。
She said she was sorry. She had learned her lesson at the very end before she had passed away. She broke her own boundaries as an ego and was able to understand her mistakes. That's amazing. And let me remind you, when we, as Chaldea's masters, meet her in a second life, she's no longer obsessive. She's still shy and clumsy, but she becomes genuinely friendly and tries to get along with humans through the methods of a human being. She tries to talk with humans normally, get to know them, and care for them without being so reliant on her warped view on life and love. She had learned from her warped nature, accepted her own massive faults, and became a better person as a result. That is something to respect as a human being, especially from someone who isn't a human being. You need not require any more proof if you simply look at her noble phantasm. Notice how in the past, her noble phantasm was taken directly from Brynhilder's, until death divided the two apart. An obsessive noble phantasm that is powered by a love, a single love. One that takes in the beloved and keeps them encaged until their inevitable demise. One that doesn't let their beloved part. That was in the past. Look at it now. It is now registered as Even If Death Do Us Apart. A new title. It is now a noble phantasm that recognizes her love will never be returned in the same way she wants it, and that she is fine with that. She recognizes that her beloved will part her in many ways, some larger than others, and she recognizes that as fine. As long as the love she has is real, it has meaning. Her entire noble phantasm changed from her own wish. A wish that rather than loving someone obsessively, she would love them respectfully. A change that showcases how instead of hurting those she loves, she is now able to protect them instead. Isn't that amazing? She's grown so much for the better, and genuinely loves us all for who we are, and is able to do that without hurting us, despite the fact that she's an alter ego born from emotions that didn't register those feelings. I don't know how any of you could simply just ignore that. She went beyond what her own creation allowed her to do in order to become a better person. That's awesome. So here's my final word. Don't bully Passionlip like you always do. Respect her, care for her, and thank her for protecting you. Egos by nature will find it extremely hard-pressed to change their fundamental view on life, so it's truly amazing how Passionlip and her sister managed to do that for the better, so damn well. And I simply think you really should respect that. Hey, thank you for watching the video. I also want to give a short shout out to Diamond Bolt for being an awesome YouTuber senpai and sharing his sound effect folder to everyone at sort of my request. But really, it's just an awesome thing he did for his community. Honestly, I look up to him a lot, and if you're curious on his content, definitely check it out. And just, yeah, he's a great guy. Anyways, that's it. PSA over.